Hey guys, it's Rob here. I'm back with another video for LiveBlox for the 1.3 release that's coming out very shortly. And in that we've got some really cool new stuff. One of the coolest parts that I like is the timeline section now, where we've got video timeline and automation. So let me just show you what I've done here.
The everlasting way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost.
So,
the aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature.
what I've done, I've got video clip here, audio clip here. I've mixed the two together, and then I'm using automation on the volume, a low pass filter. This volume here controls a reverb, and then also I've just made it switch between different modes on a false color block. So let's just go back again, set this to here, and then I'll show you.
We have developed speed. We have.
So for example,
men's happiness.
this
Soldiers,
block here
in the name of democracy.
is being controlled
Can you hear me?
between these different modes.
Wherever you are, look up here. Power! Let us all unite! Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that you, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful.
Right, so there's two ways, or there's a few ways you can do automation like that. I'm just going to get rid of this track here so you can see me put one in. So I'm going to go to false color, which is the block that I've put in here to show that, to change the color mode. And I'm going to drop that from that mapping button there into the timeline, like such. And I can either select here, I can select different modes. So I know that there is about 10 different modes there, so I'm going to make min 0, max 10. And then I can either, as you can see here, it's linear, so it's just going up, 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 up. But I could set that to different curves. So for example, that one is a cosine. So if we run,
To make this life dictator.
you can see that as it goes along there, it's changing the colour.
That will prison to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves.
Okay, the other thing you can do, that's basically just throwing out the same frame many times, which is why it's looking crazy. The other thing you can do is drop that in, same as before, but this time we can record something. So I'm going to set it to not use the curve and just use that. I'm going to play. So I'm just going to go back to the start here before we get that.
All unite!
Okay.
Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
So now we play that back.
Unite! Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
I like this, where science...
Happiness. Soldiers, with hate and intolerance, let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and...
Okay, so at this point here, I'm going to cut the clip, and I'm going to repeat it. Take the scissors down here, I'm going to go in a bit, cut that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out. So we've got two clips now. Oh, I didn't cut them. Probably just messed everything up. Cut. Okay.
People, now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed. In the name of democracy, let us all unite! The power, let us all unite! Let us fight for a new world! To make this life a wonderful adventure, then in the name of democracy, let us use that power! Let us all unite! Let us fight for a new world! A decent... Let us use that power! Let us all unite! Let us fight for a new world! A decent... Machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world. A decent...
Okay, so I need to make this a little bit longer.
That will give men a chance to work, that will give you... adventure. Then in the name of democracy, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national...
Okay.
Decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age. Progress will lead to all men's happiness.
Okay, that's where we're at. So on that clip, 369 on that one. This one we'll bring forward a little bit. Let's find out where the two meet.
Where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason. A world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. To free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Men's happiness. Let us fight for a world of reason. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness.
Okay, good.
Soldiers,
So now what we got to do is we've got to put in the audio a bit longer, because we got audio here.
Those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress, the hate of...
Okay, let's cut at this point here. Right in. That's on the beat. Just move the cursor out of the way. Drop that there. Okay. And then let's clone it. So we've got to basically start the clip over again. So if I go and take it over here and then expand it that, come on, expand, actually I'll just do it on the numbers. So I'm going to set the start time to 0 and set the duration to, not the start time, sorry, that was wrong. I want to set the start, because that's just going to put it right back at the start over here. That was a mistake. That's going to be over there, yeah. What I want to do is set the video start time to 0. So it starts at the beginning of the track. And let's see if we can get it so that it matches. It might be a bit tricky. We'll find out. I might put an effect in here to do the crossover.
The way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
Bam, I reckon it's...
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brute. Soldiers, don't give your...
Okay, we want to cut around about there. Get rid of that. That's, by the way, to get rid of something is the right mouse button. You can just delete it like that, it's real simple. Okay, let's try it out. Does that crossover work?
Passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long... Soldiers, don't...
No.
Shh.
Yeah.
Soldiers, don't give... will pass, and dictators... The hate of men will pass, and dictators pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. The people will return to the people. The bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. As men die, liberty will never perish. To the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men, with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have... We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life is free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has two-step us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed. We have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want.
Okay, let's add something, give it a bit more linking between the audio and the video. What I'm thinking is maybe just render the audio wave on top of it. I've forgotten what that block's called. Audio in and video out. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop in the waveform drawer from one of the levels here. We want to run it off a mix of the two. Okay, so what I've got to do is I've got to run another volume block. I should have done it earlier. There. Connect all these up to that, and then I can take the output from that one into the waveform drawer. And then I'm going to take that, probably want to move these over here, take the video into that one, take the audio from this volume here, drop it into there, drop that out, and then connect the video out to there, run it.
Knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for goodness. It cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes them torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
So there we have it. just me playing around really. I think it's quite cool. Good little mix. Done in LiveBlox. So yeah, this is going to be out in the 1.3 release, which is coming out very shortly. That's going to be available on Windows, Linux and Mac. We've got spout in on Windows, and in the 1.3 there's loads of other new features and stuff like that. But this video is getting quite long now, so I'll come back and do another video explaining some of the more cool stuff that we put into LiveBlox. Okay, so I'm Rob. Take care.